HSA. Oh, wow.
HSA.
Okay, guys, we're back at it again at Krispy Kreme. And this time we have two guests of honor. We have Kylie, King Kylie.
Yup.
Hello. Thank you for having me today. Thank you so much.
No problem, my queen. And then we also have Dakota, beautiful queen with bangs.
Yes, I got the
What's
cut
wait?
today.
I can never remember her. I can never remember her name. Is it Misa from Death Note?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can't see it. Love Dakota down. That quality. It's a little beautiful. Just choto. But y'all, this is a baddie. This is a baddie. This is Misa from Death Note. This is mother. Truly mother of all.
Mother Dakota, my queen. Yes.
And yeah, basically we all met in Japan for our study abroad. And yeah, we all literally talk every single day still. So boom,
Yes.
boom shakalaka.
That group chat is always
shakalaka.
popping.
And Jacob would be here, but he is working, picking up 7 crystals. He's getting his emeralds from God knows where. They actually haven't come in yet, but
Oh my god, can we please talk about how Jacob does rituals for like all of us? Like
yes,
Jacob-
and they work. Sorry.
and they work. He literally does rituals for like all of us. I don't even know. I'm not like crystal spiritual anything. I don't boom. He's like clapping rocks together and making magic. I don't know what the hell that shit is. But he does like rituals for all of us, and literally like the past 2 nights he's done rituals. We're all like on FaceTime and he'll start doing rituals and like I don't even know, and like flying a candle around. But literally last night for me and Josh, he did a soul cutting time, whatever
for
the
you,
hell.
girl.
Oh,
Jacob
for
and
me.
I, we put our whole bedussies into that.
And trust, I knocked out within 5 minutes of that, so I have no idea what y'all were saying.
Girl. So wait, I'll preface it. So basically, Jacob and I, maybe a little bit less, he's really into it. So Jacob has been really into witchcraft. And when I say witchcraft, I mean carving sigils into candles and creating his own candles, and then also like creating his own altars and then doing protection spells for like every single person and everything imaginable. So, and so he it's sorry, it just fries me because it's like this 6'3", it's like this 6'3" twink. Well, twink is debatable, but it's this 6'3" twink, and he's out here and he buys candles and he has like this crazy crystal ball and like at least 100 different like gems and crystals and 4 decks of tarot, and he gets really high and shittily shuffles these tarot cards and then gives us our fortune. And we're on these calls and he's like, okay, we're rolling up Katie's candle, we're rolling up her protection, everyone good energy, and then we roll up those protection spells and we give them, and we've now done one for Kylie, Dakota. We've done 2 for Katie because we had to do this soul cutting whatever it was last night where we burned like 7 candles. It was crazy. And so we literally have protection spells for everybody and they mama. And that's it. And he's like, I really want to get into sigils and spellcraft. And I'm like,
Okay.
And mind you, he spends like thousands of dollars on crystals like all the freaking time. And then also like last night when he was doing my soul type cutting spiritual crap, he was literally just like, I have so many screenshots of him just staring at the candles. It was literally just like him, like in the corner of the camera, just staring off into like 2 candles burning.
In a scarf.
Oh, and he had like a do-rag on that like wasn't a do-rag, but it really looked like one. And it was just so funny. But yeah, I think he did one for Kylie too, right?
Yeah, he did one for me and for my younger sister. But basically, like, low-key, some people are a little bit like ops. And so I was like, oh my god, like, I don't want anyone to send bad energy to my sister. Specifically my sister. Less me, but my sister more. So he does a protection spell for my sister. He's never even met my sister. But, like, he did a protection spell.
No, girl, we
for
all
her,
did.
and
We
then
were
for
all
me.
sat there. We were all sat there for that protection spell.
And it worked. It worked because then, long story short, the whole issues that she was having resolved literally 2 days later. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yo.
But he did join
And
them for me, Josh, and Katie, I think. Yeah, all for protection. And so far,
oh yeah.
doing great. So, can't complain. Thanks, Jacob, for my own personal witch.
Honestly, every time Jacob does a protection spell, it just gets me because he's like, are you fucking watching this? And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm watching, please. And it just really fries me because he's like so into it. He's literally like knee deep into like this witchcraft. And like, I just think that I'm like, Jacob, like, how do you afford all this? He's like, money just comes. And I'm like, okay, girl. I'm like,
He did a
I'm like,
money
"Oh,
summoning
girl."
spell. That's how he can afford it, bruh.
And I would like to take credit for it, but I'm gonna take maybe Chocho credit for it. I awakened that fucking hoe. Ever since I started doing those Uno tarot readings for him in Japan, ever since then, it's
In
just
that
been
study
constant.
room.
Yeah.
Yup. And on that, I texted Katie this. I got to add a new earthquake to my prediction.
Oh.
I've now predicted 5. My stats have increased by uno. Yup.
Wow.
Yup. So I just want to thank God. I want to thank my family. I want to thank the internet and, you know, of course, myself for just increasing those statistics. I just,
Yes.
yup. So if you want the lotto numbers, hit me up and I'll take maybe $14,000.
Mhm.
You
Maybe
better
what
predict that shit away from me, bro, because I'm gonna live there for like 3 years. I'm so scared. I don't even know. My mom's like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" Like, girl, what the hell? Like, an earthquake, tsunami, whatever the fuck hits, and it's all Japanese people running around. I don't know what the hell they're saying. I don't know what's going on. No one's gonna help the fucking foreigner. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I guess just follow the crowd, see what happens, just vibe it out. But
The next big earthquake is coming 2032, so you're fine.
thank you, Oracle.
it.
And on that note, in Japan, let's talk about the bathrooms there because our dorms had like these shared communal bathrooms. And to be honest, the bathrooms there, for me at least, had some kind of magical, whimsical energy to them, especially the ones in our dorms, the UE dorms. Like, I met my best friend in that bathroom, and literally, anyone be coming out of there. Like, one time, my best friend, I was like doing my makeup, and this was like the second week of like school probably. And I didn't really know her, and I was doing my makeup at like 6 a.m. or some shit, or like no, it was 7 a.m. And I was in there for like 30 minutes just doing my makeup, and then all of a sudden I hear someone like break out of the stall and like stumble across. I'm like, what the hell? Because no one walked into the bathroom, and it's been like 30-40 minutes I've been doing my makeup, and I look behind me, and it's Mel, and she goes, "I fell asleep on the toilet." I was like, what? And this is, mind you, like, this is like really how I first started talking to her, I think, too, because she was out with some other girl. This is when we weren't that close. I just knew her. And I was like, what? And she was like, I passed out on the toilet for like last night. So she was just asleep on that toilet for like hours. Or like something like that, for like 7 hours. Because I guess she got too crunk the night before. And I was like, oh, like, okay, wow. And then I think she just went back to her room, and I think we made like plans like that morning, like after she stumbled out of the stall. And that's like, I think literally how I became closer with her and more friends with her is literally because she just fell asleep in the bathroom and woke up. And yeah, honestly, you never knew who's gonna pop into those bathrooms at any time, the stalls, you know. That was crazy.
To be fair, that honestly like sounds exactly like her because the way that she would just like fart in Japanese class and be like, it's normal, everyone does it, like it's normal, guys. But that sounds so much like her. And I honestly, as I am the only like man here on this call, I would just like to say that I am so upset because you guys probably had a lot better experience in the bathrooms than I did. The only shining light about that bathroom was those top ceiling to floor doors that covered everything. You got fucking girl, you got a whole fucking peeping tom hole in these fucking bathrooms here, girl, slit right open. Like, but basically, Chile. But basically, the only good part about that bathroom was that Toy would always be in there at like 3 a.m. like because his gums were bleeding, and I'm like, hey Toy, like, are you okay? And he'd be like, my gums are bleeding and I have to stand here and wash my mouth out for 20 fucking minutes every time. And I'd be like, okay. So everyone always had some really weird ailment at like 3 a.m. in the morning in those bathrooms. Every time I walked in, it was either Toy or this other guy throwing up all the time. The only shining light about that
Oh my god,
was
that's great.
was you know exactly who. Team. Teamer. He was.
Tim. Oh my god,
Yup.
I miss
He was in
him.
the
I miss him.
But that was like the only shining light because in that boys' bathroom, like, I'm so sorry, like, this might be TMI, but literally in that bathroom, it's just like grown men. Mind you, I'm 19, 20 at this time, okay? And I'm very poop shy. I've never had to have a communal bathroom like that. Why am I in these bathrooms and these men, some of them over 25, just going to the bathroom, no sound because those bathrooms, trust those toilets play a sound, no sound, grunting every 2 seconds. And I'm like, hello? Hi? It was so scary. And like, honestly, like, I just remember being like so like poop shy and being like, oh my God, these bathrooms are so scary. And I was like, I can only be in here for 3 minutes and no one can see me walking out. I'm so scared. And then by the second November hit, I was using those bathrooms to dush. Sometimes I didn't even need to use that bathroom. Dush. I was just like, ooh, maybe I should just go now. And then I just did. And then I'd be like, and then I leave the door open. I'd say, ooh, you want to, ooh. No, I never did that. But but I really like, I don't wish that on any of you. And I know Jacob had similar experiences because he lived on the nastiest floor below me. But was it really just always whimsical in that woman's bathroom?
Sometimes,
I would.
yeah. Sometimes you'd be getting ready, doing makeup. You're like, oh my gosh, hi, so cute. And then sometimes you'll see ops. Sometimes you're not in the mood. You're like, I just needed to shit. Can you not stare at me right now? Thanks. Yeah.
I really miss like I miss like on my floor, it was pretty chill. I didn't really get to know a lot of my floor mates because all of my friends who I made ended up being just on like different floors. But you know, I'd see my roommates and I'd be like, hey, like, hello, like, it's so nice to see you, la la. And the bathrooms were usually clean, except for, can I tell a story? There was this one time that it's like 2 a.m. I'm up doing homework because I had like a test the next day. And they have the group chat for like texting the people in your unit, like if like someone left their laundry in the washing machine or something like that. One of my friends, she sends a message in the group chat that says, listen, I never say anything in this chat because usually I'm pretty chill. If someone makes a mess, it's not that big of a deal. But whoever threw up in the sink and did not bother to clean it up and just left it, you need to come and clean that. I'm so sorry that you're sick, but you need to come and leave that. And literally, I'm like low-key emetophobia. Like I low-key have that. So for literally like 2 days, I was going to a different unit to brush my teeth and to wash my hands. I was not using my own unit for 2 days because I was terrified. I couldn't do it. So
that is foul.
Well, girl, they clean it.
Yeah, they clean it, but I'm still terrified.
Bro, and tell me why too, in Japan, not once did I ever go into a stall and my head wasn't peeking over the like stall. Like in America, every single stall I've ever been to, I literally have full on pictures of me being like 12 years old, like looking over the stall. Like I could fully look at another naked human being if I really wanted to. Like I literally, when I go into stalls, I literally have to crouch and like close my eyes and like I literally like if I not even wanting to, I could like just accidentally see anyone in a stall because I'm like 6 foot and all the stalls in America are for some reason for 5'5" and below people. And in Japan, where everyone is 5'5" and below, all of the stalls were literally so freaking tall. Like not a single one of them I ever had any part of my head peeking out of. And that was just so magical and so relieving, honestly, because I hate that here so freaking much. And another thing about the UE bathrooms too is that, yeah, like so many people would walk in and you just like never know who's gonna walk in. At least like for my floor, I was chill with everyone. But sometimes I like wouldn't have my contacts or glasses on and I'd be like doing my makeup or like putting my contacts in and people would come in and I have like -8 vision. Like I'm like legally blind if I couldn't get it corrected. Like walking around with a stick vibe. And literally people would come in and I like didn't have any kind of vision on and I would be like, who the freak is that? Like, what the flip? Like literally, like someone would just walk in and they'd say like hi to me, they'd start talking. Mind you, I had the memory of a goldfish. I really don't have anyone's like voice recognition. Like I don't know who's talking to me, like I don't know anything. And one time my RA Irina, like me and her were literally like friends. Like I would literally hang out with her, talk to her all the time. She came in and she started talking to me. She's like, oh, like how's your day? Like where are you going? Like what are you doing? And I was like, I'm sorry, who are you? And she goes, what? Because I was literally just full on like talking to her for like a minute and like making eye contact with her, but I seriously had no idea who the hell she was for some reason. And this is like literally like in November, like I've already been there for like 4 months, and I'm like, I literally just looked at her and I go, who are you? What? And I was like, I'm sorry, Queen, like I cannot see. She's like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh, like I literally just, I don't have any like glasses or contacts on. She's like, it's Urina. Like I'm your RA. And I was like, oh, like I got it, Queen, I'm sorry. Like I felt so, she was like so freaked out by me for saying that, and I feel so bad. She even brought it up to me the other day, like me and her were DMing and she was like, I was like, haha, Queen, like can't wait to see you again in whatever in Japan. And she was like if you actually see me this time, like whatever. She made some kind of joke about it. And I was like, wow, she remembered that. Like,
Oh, she ate you the fuck up. She ate you the fuck up. But she's so real because not that this is like anything against her, but people love to talk in those bathrooms. And I'm so sorry, but sometimes I really was just trying to brush my teeth and go, or I was just trying to like literally use the bathroom and dip. And tell me why. There was just always like this one guy, and we didn't. It was just like this whole thing, but like it was this whole thing. He said the N-word in his class. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Dakota.
I was in that class. I was in that class. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Anyways.
And,
Crazy days.
and so basically, it was nothing against him. Like he was probably very kind-hearted, but
Maybe.
anyway, Chad. Anyway, so but basically, he would always like spawn these like 5 to 10 minute conversations with me, which is like not horrible, you know. Like human beings talk, we're social creatures, but baby, I was late to class 20 minutes ago, and this is Japan. Like they will kill me. And I was like, hey, so it's actually 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just had to pee and go back to bed. I don't have the cognizant level for this right now. And it was always like someone trying to talk to me in the bathroom when I was trying to do something. I was like, girl, please, like for me, for my shackles, like please let me go. I can't do this right now. Every single time, like I think it was literally more times than not when I used the bathroom and someone tried to talk to me, whether it was on the way back to my room. Like I never had like a free chance. I never got away. I always had to deal with some bullshit.
Damn.
since we have like 4 people here, can we go over like our craziest story from like Japan? Like what's our like number one craziest story? I need someone else to go first though, because I need to think of it.
Oh my
Okay, I
god.
think,
Maybe I can share mine first.
Yeah. go.
Yeah, you go.
So I think I probably already told one of the crazier stories on here about the dehumidifier. But I think that and I think that there's other stories. I think Jacob may have or may have not told this one on here. I don't know. But it was about that old guy in Uji. But I think one of the craziest stories that I had while I was in Japan, it had to probably be when we were all leaving Japan for like the last time. So Jacob, Dakota, and I, mind you, Kylie had already left. We'd already said our goodbyes to go to Nyama Station. We said, peace out, TTYL, Dakota, Jacob, and I are going to the KIX airport. And Dakota, she doesn't leave for a few more days, but Jacob and we planned our flight, so we left on the same day. Or at least I did. I guess he already bought his ticket. And so We're on this train. Mind you, it's the Keihan line. We got to take the Keihan line, this Wakayama line to the train station, and then some other like express. It was literally 3 fucking trains and 2.5 hours of standing. We're already tired. We had to get up at 5:30 a.m. I'm really not in it, and I'm really fucking upset because I'm about to leave my friends, and I still haven't seen you guys in person. And so we are on this Keihan line train, and all of a sudden I hear everyone going, so, and I'm like, hello? And I looked it over and I see Jacob, and he's like this. Nothing shocks Jacob like that. And so I'm like, girl, like, what's going on? Mind you, you don't talk on these trains, so I'm trying to be like, what's going on? I'm like, and so I'm literally trying to like echolocate like what's going on to Jacob, and he's still not talking to me. I'm like, okay, girl, now everyone's shocked, like what's going on? I see this guy fall over, and I'm literally, so I don't know where you are, but here's Jacob, here's the guy, and I'm all the way in the back. I just so happened to be by the emergency push button. Apparently this guy was having a seizure or whatever was going on. I don't know what happened. He might have been throwing up. Was he throwing up, Dakota?
I think he just like fell over like twice. The first time everyone was like, oh my gosh, and then he fell over a second time when somebody handed them like their coffee or something or their water to drink, and he fell over a second time. I think that like might have splashed or something. And we were right next to the emergency button, and everyone just looked at us. Then starts talking in Japanese. Like, do we look like we know what's going on?
Well, I didn't know shit, but I saw him shaking it, and Jacob's like epilepsy, and Jacob is like fuck, I don't ever remember that bitch's major. It's like health science.
Yeah,
it's
something like
y'all know what I'm talking about. Yup. It's epidemiology. And so sorry, I have to say that because he will kill me if I don't get that shit right. But I'm standing, it's me and this other guy, and he has headphones in, and we're both standing by this emergency button. And it's like to like contact the train conductors. It's not to like stop the train. It's just to like contact the conductors of the train so they can stop and so they can call it. Everyone's now looking at us. I look at him. This is a grown Japanese man. I am a 20-year-old gaijin that doesn't know shit. They're talking about, they're saying this and that in Japanese, and I'm standing there like, wakaranai. I have no idea what's going on. I genuinely could not tell you. I can't even see what's going on until literally like he's shaking in his seat, and everyone is just like looking at us. And I look at the guy, and I'm like, are you gonna press the button? He just starts playing with the little flap. He just starts playing with the little flap with the button. I'm like, are you going to press the button? I'm like, press sushimasu. I literally said press sushimasu. That's not even how you say that shit in Japanese. Like, it can't be. But I was getting really anxious, and everyone's looking at us. This older Japanese man, of course, hunched back, comes over. He looks at that guy. He says, press the fucking button. And then the guy finally stops playing with it, and he presses the button. And then he gave me this dirty look. This guy gave me this dirty look as if I should have pressed the button. But the conductor starts speaking in Japanese, and he like didn't say anything at first. I said, I'm not speaking, babe. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to the Japanese conductor. Like, hi, someone fainted on the train. Nihongo gamasen. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. And so, yeah, long story short, like to make a long story short, I shoved the whole bag of jelly beans up my ass. He was fine, I guess, hopefully, knock on wood, but I really will never get over an entire train car people looking at the gaijin to press the emergency button and speak to the Japanese conductor for a medical emergency. That will just forever. I think that really just changed my brain chemistry and everything that has ever happened in my life up until that moment.
Yeah, I'm like, do we look qualified? Do we? I don't know if we're. I don't know if the 20-year-olds the white 20-year-olds know how to conduct. Yeah.
No,
they were
and honestly, and I know this is really bad, but the whole time I was just thinking, like in my head, I was like, oh god, like, are we gonna miss our flights? Like, of course this had to happen while we're leaving. Like, damn, like, is this gonna stop?
By the way, we showed up to that airport 7 hours before they had to go.
Trust Jacob said.
Flights were like at 3 and 5, and it's like 9 in the morning. So
that was so crazy. That was so insane. The way that he was like, we have to get there at 9. I was like, Jacob, we could like leave at like I don't
So you
know,
leave at
maybe
5.
10. And he was like, no, no,
We
we're
were on that
leaving
train
at 6 o'clock in the
prime,
morning.
like people going to work, busiest time of the train. Us with like their multiple 3 suitcases for each person. Luckily, I was there because I also carried 2 of their suitcase. We were strapped and on the busiest point of the train, and everyone's like, "What are these assholes?" I'm like, "No, guys, trust. We're just going to the airport." Sorry.
Oh god, it was so bad.
So bad. So freaking
Yep.
bad.
Yep. That was like my horror story. Of course I have more because everyone who doesn't, but I'm gonna cherry pick and I'm gonna say Kylie, you go next.
Me? See. Okay. It's really hard because I was there for 2 semesters. I feel like, okay, this might not even be the craziest thing because I feel like the craziest things happened when I was like drunk and like low key don't like chotto like don't remember. I think probably one of the craziest things that happened to me was, okay, here's a good one. I was going to I did a solo trip to Wakayama like by myself just for like a weekend, and I went to these like gardens and I went to Wakayama Castle and it was so pretty. Basically I found this like pizza restaurant like in the middle of nowhere, like not near a town. Like the gardens that I went to, it was the gardens on like this island. You take a bridge to get off the island. You're up on this like coastal area. It's literally just houses, cliff, ocean. So on one of these cliffs was this pizza place, and the owner, I was so scared to go into this pizza place, but I was so hungry. I walk up and literally the pizza restaurant is literally just this guy's house. It's literally just a man's house. And I was like, am I gonna die today? Like, I'm so scared. But that did not happen, obviously. He ended up being literally one of the nicest people ever. He was so sweet. And like he knew some English, and he told me that he like used to live in New York and la la la. And so him and I were talking for like 30-ish minutes about like Japan and America. And he was so cool. But then I just happened to open my Google Maps because I'm like, okay, I need to figure out how I'm gonna get home without like missing a bus or a train or anything. I'm looking at my Google Maps and I realize I'm like, it's 6:02 p.m. The last bus is 6:10, and I'm probably like by walk half an hour from any bus station. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I tell him this like just casually. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go right now. I have to find a taxi or something, la la. And he's like, I'll drive you. And I was like, really? And he's like, yes. And so he takes me into his like blue Toyota. It's literally the tiniest car I've ever seen. I could barely fit my legs in this car. The Japanese cars, I love them, but they're so small for a girl like me. Like I'm too tall to be in that. But we're driving. This man, he's like, I will drive you as far as you need to go. And I was like, okay, can you take me to this like, I don't know, bus station that's near the Wakayama station? And he's like, yes. This man is speeding. He's going so fast. He's going probably like, I didn't look at the speedometer, but I want to say like in terms of miles per hour, like 40 miles an hour. And these are tiny, winding roads, like teeny tiny. I was so scared. I was so scared. I was like, bro, if we hit something, like it's not surviving. Like that's so bad. And so we pull up to a red light. There's a bus in front of us. And he's like, you see that bus? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, that's the last bus. And I'm like, oh. So what he does, before I can even get a word out, he swerves around, goes through a red light, speeds all the way around, and he drops me at the bus stop. And he literally saved me. If it weren't for him doing that, I would not have done anything. I was like, this man is so nice. If a police car had seen that, we would have been pulled over immediately. But literally him doing that, like, saved me because I would have missed, like, tons of, like, trains, buses, whatever. I was literally telling him, I was like, arigatou gozaimasu. Like, thank you so much. And I told him that I would go back to his pizza restaurant one day. Because that food was really, really good. But yeah. Huh?
Was it Kawachiwa pizza?
No, it was called like, oh my god, it was like an English name. It was like the Pizza Palace. Like some like such like a generic name. But that food was so good. It was so good. And he literally saved me that day by like speeding to
You
get
know
me to
what,
the
girl?
bus stop.
You know what, girl? Let's do some free promo. Not that it's gonna matter because we got 2 fucking listeners and they're all here. Well,
Mhm.
text the place, find the place, and I will put it in the description below. Like,
I'll do that.
comment, smash that like button.
And if you're in Wakayama, go visit, bruh. Because that food, the food was all made by his wife. And literally, when I was in that restaurant, I just sat with his family. Like, it was literally just me having a family dinner. So, yeah. It was great. Okay, who's next?
Okay. I guess I have 2 in mind, but I'll go with my one silly, crazy story. It's not that crazy. I'm not a crazy girl. So, but one night, our friend, she was having her birthday at this bar in Kyoto because, she knew this guy. He like went to, she's from Canada, and he somehow, they knew each other from the past, and now that she's coming to study abroad in Japan, he's like, come visit me, you can have your party here. And so me and a group of people, we take the bus that's like forever long because this bar is kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it was really cute. He's super nice, but we kind of got there late, so we had to decide either we were only there for like 30 minutes, go back, catch the last train, or we stay there all night. And the most of the group was like, no, we have to go back. And I'm like, I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to be off the walls. So me, Jacob, and 2 other people, we were like, let's just stay. Let's like celebrate your birthday. Let's hang out in this bar. So we do that for a while. We hang out, we talk. Then we're like, okay, well, now it's only like 1 a.m. We still have a lot of hours to keep going. And then we get an Uber. We go to these like clubs, but it's like a Thursday, so there's no one in the clubs.
Dakota.
Yeah.
Dakota, babe, can I hold your hand really quickly?
Yeah.
I'm holding your hands and I love you, okay? You see my in that blister, you see my hand that we're holding?
Yes, we're holding.
Baby, you sound like rock. It's giving, unfortunately, it's giving Meta AI. It's giving Siri on cellular data. But, I'm trying to follow along so badly, and I'm really just sat here, girl. Like, I promise I'm sat, and trust I do know this story because I've heard it like 14,000 times because every time it's so good. But girl, like, I really just sat here, and then all of a sudden the audio goes from 0.25x to 7x, and I get a little lost and scared, and I just
That was insane. I don't think I heard a single word she said. I think with Dakota, like when you've been responding or telling like short stories, we can hear it pretty fine. But I think we're gonna have to have her come on for like a different episode, and she has to share that story again when we got some better quality going on.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
No, girl, I promise you will have this time to tell this story, girl. And I promise this will be aired because I know the story you're talking about and I know it's good. I know that shit is top tier. But you know that one video where Tokyo Tony is saying, Siri, do you like my pussy?
Yeah.
There's no need for that. That's what it's supposed to be. It's just, I'm so sorry. Like you will be aired again.
Oh, I know. It's okay. This internet, I gotta go to like a cafe or something. My internet, I live in the middle of nowhere, so that's okay. We need another.
I'm gonna just nod and say yes, babe. Again, I love you, but it's just. I like. We'll do a protection spell for your Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah,
leave it there.
Need that.
She sounds like Wally when he's like beat up and like broken and like I don't even know. Like, I'm so sorry to go with this. I've never heard such a cursed audio before.
Hey guys, this is Josh. Now editing. Unfortunately, Dakota's quality was actually full nasty when we were recording, and it actually sounded chopped, like A-E-I-O-U, and every single one of those syllables was its own thing in space and time. So she did end up leaving because on the video it sounds really good, but when we were recording, we actually had no idea what she was even talking about. Like, it was really crazy. When we're sitting there, we really have no idea what she's saying. So we'll be back, but thank you. Now back to programming. Okay, Dakota will be back. That is Queen. She had to go. She will be back.
That's our queen.
So Katie, what is your story, my queen?
So I guess the ball's in my lap now. After that, I have like so many stories I feel like I could say, and I don't know if this is necessarily the craziest. I feel like the sugar daddy dinner is honestly like probably the craziest in theory, but this one has Kylie in it. It's when we went to a host club, and I don't know,
Oh my
it's like we low-key went
I
for
remember
my birthday weekend.
Insane.
We low-key went for my birthday weekend, and we like all kind of barely knew each other too at that point, still, and we literally went. It was me, you, and 3 other girls. Oh my god, and all of us have actually insane, like, not drama, but like lore between all of us. It's like it was like me, you, and Amelia, and then like the other 2 girls, and yeah, we kind of go. It was like my birthday weekend, kind of, and we go because Kylie and this other girl went to this host club before. Oh, also, if the people listening, the 2 viewers don't know what a host club is, a host club in Japan is like, this is like men are the host. And what they do is like they kind of like coerce women to go in, or like women will go in on their own and kind of seek their company. And it's like they'll just like talk, and they'll like flirt with you, but they also kind of like coerce you to buy alcohol, and they get commission off the alcohol that you buy, and they try to like literally they'll make you buy like a $200 bottle or $2,000 bottle. It's like insane, and a lot of people go into debt there actually because of it. And they literally just like commission off out the alcohol they sell, but they also like will pretend like you're kind of like dating or like whatever, flirt with you and like make you feel good about yourself. It's like super interesting, like something you could literally only find in Japan. But I've always wanted to go to one because they're just so insane to me and like just so funny. And Kylie and this other girl went to one before, and so we went to Osaka to try to go back, and they were like closed or something. It was like so weird. It was like underneath like a shopping area, like underground, and then it was like the doors were shut and they would not let us in.
It was not open, and then my shoe broke right outside. My shoe fucking broke. I was
were, like,
so
breaking,
mad.
so she couldn't walk. And then I don't know if they like saw us through the door because the business said it was open, so I don't know if they saw us and were like, oh, these like gaijin, like we don't want them in here, or like what, as per usual in Japan. But like I don't know, it was just they were not letting us in. I don't know what that was. The doors were shut, they would not open, and so we have to like scrounge around for other places. We're like dumb fucks walking across. There's like these people filming some kind of TV show for this host club, and we keep like walking in and out of their like shot and like like just turning around, like we're so lost, and we're just in the background of these like this random ass TV show they're filming, and it was for like this host club, and we go in and they like don't really know if they will allow us or not because like there's only one girl that really spoke Japanese, and everyone else was just kind of like, oh, like literally in Japanese.
We were literally level
like,
1 Japanese.
Yep. And so they were like, oh, like, yeah, we'll try to let you in. And then this one guy comes out. It's like this blonde guy. He's like half American, half Japanese, I think. He was so cute. Oh my gosh.
So fun. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes. And then we like took pictures with him. We all took pictures with him, and we were like talking to him for a while, and he was like super interesting. We all got his Instagram. And literally all took pictures with him, and he literally put his hand on my butt, and I was like, oh my god. Anyways, he was so cute. And what is it like? And then they're like, oh, actually, we won't let you in because you're foreigners and you don't speak Japanese. And we're like, okay, cool. So then we dip that place, and then we go in some like rickety elevator in some like 4-story building, and we get like stuck in this like really rickety elevator with this like haunted camera. I don't even know how to describe it. It's, like,
elevator.
so haunted. And we could keep like coming out into this weird storage room that like had nothing in it. It was just like a bunch of weird like items in there. It was like a storage room. And then we're like, okay, whatever the hell, like trying to find a club. And then we find this other one, and they're like gonna close in like 40 minutes or something like that, or like an hour. And we go in, and don't speak English, we don't speak Japanese, but they let us in. And we literally paid $7 and they ended up overstaying like we were there for like 2.5 hours. All those host guys like overstayed by like an hour and a half just for us, which was like insane. And we literally paid
Yes.
$7 for 2.5 hours with these men and like one free drink. Insane. It was like juice though. They wouldn't serve us alcohol, because some of us like were not the legal drinking age there, but yeah, literally like free juice and like the company of some random Japanese man for like 2.5 hours. It was insane for $7.
And a language barrier for free.
These two guys, like literally someone I literally have a picture of them on my phone. It's like these two guys are like bartenders, maybe like they're not hosts, but they worked at that bar, and there's like a picture of them like posted up, and they bring out a pamphlet and they go choose. And so everyone's flipping through, and it's like it actually feels so degrading. I felt like a creep, like such a creepy like Japanese girlfriend. Like I don't even know like the insults that go there. And like it was just so degrading and creepy to like flip through a pamphlet full of guys and you just choose one based off their looks, literally. And everyone's choosing it. And I choose this one guy. I was like, oh, I feel like he seems nice, kind of cute, whatever. Like I just chose him. And we all sit in this like big ass booth all together. And at first I thought we were gonna be alone with them. And I was like, oh my god, if it was like one-on-one, I would have been so like scared. And thank God we had that one girl who spoke Japanese, so she like helped us out. But
who?
We're all
Is
like
it, wait,
sitting.
is it who I think it is?
Girl, I don't know. Sure, yes. I can't say her name on here, but just in case. But and we're all like sitting in a booth, like literally like scrunched together, like all 8 of us, like.
Yes, it
these
was a
random
big
men,
couch, and like we were all like smushed like sardines, bro. I remember that.
Yeah, and literally Amelia got like this guy who was like Chinese, and she's Chinese, so she was like, oh my god. But like this one girl was literally like heavily flirting with her guy, and I remember looking over and she was talking to him and she's like, oh, like do you like your job? And he was like, no, like I just do this to provide for my family.
Really?
And she was
Oh
like,
my god.
oh, like, oh my god. And I remember I asked my guy was like definitely new, because all of them had like crazy designer on too, but my guy didn't really have any designer, and he definitely seemed like more shy and new. And so I was like, oh, do you like your job? And he was like, yeah. And like he was just for like an hour straight showing me pictures of his like little like white Shih Tzu Maltese thing. Like he was just really obsessed with his dog, and he just kept showing me pictures of his dog. And I was like, okay, cool.
Oh my
and like I was looking using like Google Translate. He would say stuff to me. It was just one ear and out the other. I have no idea what the hell he was saying. But he was like, at one point he was like holding my hand. He's like, wow, you have the hand of like an actress or something. Or like, you have such a beautiful hand. And I was like, oh my god, thank you. And he's like, wow, you look like an actress. And I was like, period poo, like, okay. And it was like that, and like I forgot what else he said, but yeah, me and him were just talking. I was like, oh my god, like what's like a really good like place to go hang out here, like in Osaka, or like what's a really good bar? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, Queen, like I know you know, like I know you know the good fish, but like whatever. Honestly, if I'm being so real, I'm pretty sure he was gay. And that makes me feel even better. I'm pretty sure he was gay. Also a catfish, because he looked nothing like his photo in that
Wasn't
Pokemon.
he like 38 or something? Like
Nope.
really
like
like
the
older?
youngest girl there, she was
old.
18. She got a 38-year-old host club guy. That's a full-on man, like with a wife and kid. And she was 18, and she got the oldest one they had. And he honestly looked at it, and it was so funny. My guy was like, I think like 23 or something, so it was chill, but like literally, yeah, the youngest girl got the oldest guy, and me and Amelia literally made a joke afterwards, like, oh shit, got the 30-year-old host club guy again, like, oh fuck, got the man again, like this grown-ass man, like wife and kids, like, that was insane, honestly, but yeah, my guy was honestly, I think he was like, honestly gay, and he was definitely a catfish low-key, and he was like 5'4", and I have like a picture next to him. That was such a good time, and also, they stayed late and they all sung me like a birthday song in Japanese. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Just
they
singing me a
did.
song because I think someone told them it was my birthday, and then one guy takes his shirt off and starts like arm wrestling all of us and like running around, and it was just honestly like best birthday weekend ever. Honestly, that was just like a bucket list dream thing I've always wanted to do, but they really don't let foreigners into those places, so like that was so lucky for us. And usually they're kind of creepy and scammy, but like that one was like so chill, $7. Like they were all so nice, like literally overstayed by like an hour and a half just to talk to us. And like they all like sung me happy birthday and stuff like that. And the one guy, he was arm wrestling everyone, and he beat them all besides me. He let me win because it was like my birthday, and it was just so like funny. And we have like such good pictures from that night, and that is such a core memory for like ever. I'll always have. That was so insane. But I definitely would not do it again unless I was like fluent in Japanese, because that was like so awkward, honestly, to like have conversations with them. You literally, no one knows what the hell anyone's saying. So
Dude, that's insane. I remember like that guy who like took his shirt off, he literally ripped it and he started doing backflips too. He was doing backflips.
Oh, hey,
He was doing
people.
backflips. I will never he was so funny. My guy was scared of me. I remember my guy, he was like afraid of me and I was like trying to be nice to him and I felt bad. I felt really bad for him because he seemed like he must have been new as well, but he was like afraid of me. And I was like, don't be scared, please, please, please. But it's fine.
Iblis.
Good times. I have another story with Kylie that I don't know if I'll try to make it quick because it is really funny.
Take your time because we also, this time that we have on here is not the actual time because we have edits.
I know we have to edit like a lot. I think a lot to go out. So
that's what I'm saying. So we'll have extra time.
Yeah. So also with me and Kylie and two other girls from our actual like friend group, we went to Okinawa for spring break. And there's a whole other thing to Okinawa that I probably won't go into, but to make a long story short, our flight got canceled the first time, so we had to leave and go back to our dorms, and then from there, like 2 days later, go back to Okinawa with our flight. So then the day before, we got a love hotel in the suburbs of God knows what. It was just cornfields as far as the eye could see, like rice fields. And I remember, I don't even know how we got there. It was like bus, like we took a train and a bus. And we literally got off the bus and it was just like pitch black, like rice fields. And then there's like this one corner of the town that's just 8 different love hotels. And we start walking over to them and you can see them like a mile away. They're so bright. We start walking to them and we got 2 rooms. It was like 2 person per room. And when we got there too, there was like a bunch of foreigners there too, which is kind of weird. There was like foreign people there. Like,
oh my
God,
like
all types of people there. And we couldn't find out how to check in. It was like honestly really weird, the checkout desk. Like I don't even remember where it was at, but it was somewhere weird. And then we finally get to our rooms and both our rooms were kind of different themed, but it was like insane. Like ours had a crazy like jacuzzi tub with like a TV in it. Like I was with some other girl and we had like this crazy like it was like royal themed. I don't even know, it was like so royal themed. We had like a slot machine in our room, like all this crazy stuff that I really won't go into, but there's a lot more in those hotels than what I'm saying, but yeah, it was just really crazy. And the bathrooms were so big and it was like luxury. Like it was honestly like I'm staying at like I don't even know, like a 5-star Hilton. Like I don't even know, I don't know hotels, but like it was so big. The bed was so big and comfy. There was like huge couch, huge bathroom, and it was like literally like 40 yen a night, like 40 USD a night.
Yeah,
honestly such a bang for your buck. But low-key, when we got into our rooms, I think me and the girl heard you and Amelia screaming because like you guys couldn't get out the door, and we figured out like we tried to like me and the other girl tried to like get out to like go see them or something, or maybe the screaming was just my schizophrenia, I don't know. But me and the girl tried to get out and we realized the door is locked and we're like, oh my God, like what do we do? What do we do? And there's like no windows in there either. It was like no windows. The door is
no
locked. We can't get out.
windows.
We're, like, freaking out. We're like freaking out. We're like, what the fuck do we do? Like, what is this? And like it took us forever and we're like literally like I was on the verge of crying. I was so scared. I remember I called my like little Japanese whatever the fuck and I asked him, I was like, oh my God, like what do you do? I don't even know if he helped. I don't know if he helped or what, but we eventually figured out you have to call the like lady below, like the desk lady, and like asked to be let through. And she just literally unlocked both our doors for us the entire time, which I don't think they normally do that. I think you have to ask every single time, but I think she knew we were like foreigners and didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, because you pay for the amount of
hours. Yeah. And so that was insane at first. And then we like ordered a bunch of food and like wine. We just had like such a good time. But we told them that night, we're like, hey, like we need a taxi here at 6 a.m. to get to the station, to get to our flight. Our flight was at like 8 a.m. or something, and the airport's still like an hour and a half away or something. And then the nearest station, like the nearest train was like 30 minutes away. And we're like, hey, so we need a taxi at like, maybe it was 5 a.m. Like at 5 a.m. And the nearest train was at like 5:30. The first train was at 5:30. The nearest station was like 30 minutes away. And we wake up that morning, it's like 5 a.m. and the lady comes up to us, she's like, there's no taxi. And we're like, what? And she's like, there's no taxi. And we're like, okay, well, what do? Like, we need to get to the station and need to get our train to the airport or we're going to miss our flight again. And we're like crying. Everyone else is enjoying their spring, like, not the spring break, their fall break and having fun and like traveling and posting about it. And we're like still stuck in fucking wherever the hell the suburbs of Osaka. And we're like, oh my God. And should we come down like out of the hotel? And we're like, oh my God, like, what do we do? What do we do? And she goes, like, follow me. And she takes us to the back of the hotel. And it's like, I don't even know, like a bunch of cars, like random shit. And she's like, come here. And we follow her. And then she like talks to this guy in this beat up van. He was like asleep in this van. And she like goes up to him and like talks to him. And it's like this big Japanese dude in some, like literally like a kidnapper van, like this gray beat up van. And he comes out to us and he's like, she's like, get in. And we're like, Ikuda desu, like, how much does this cost? And she goes, free. And we're like, okay. So we just all get in, but we all low-key, like, threw Kylie up on the cross and self-sacrificed her and made her sit in the front because none of us were, like, wanted to talk to that guy and we're, like, scared and we didn't know Japanese and she was the best out of all of us. So we made her sit in the front and we're, like, in the back and I'm just, like, low-key laughing. I'm trying so hard not to laugh, but I'm also, like, this is so insane. And mind you, that suburbia, like a Japanese suburbia, honestly, looks like I don't even know, like a mental institution. Like everything's just mass gray. Like the suburbians there get so insane looking sometimes. Like there's no like what feng shui, like I don't even know, like no architecture, like anything. Even though like Japan's known for that, the suburbs are seriously like the actual suburbs there are so insane. Like I think it's worse than America. And I was just looking at the window and I was like, oh my god, this is like so insane to see because I've only been to really pretty places there at that point, and like whatever, like the countryside and the cities are beautiful, but like the random suburbias are seriously like worse in America, I think. But whatever. And she's like, Kylie's like talking to that guy. I don't know. He was like asking the most random stuff ever. I don't know what he was asking, but she was just talking to him, and we're just in the back like chilling, and I felt so bad.
No,
But he
I
did
kind of
drop us off.
wanted to sit at the front though. Huh?
Really?
Yeah, I actually wanted to sit at the front. You guys were like, "Oh, sorry, we're throwing you up on the cross." I was like, "No, I actually was gonna ask you guys if I could sit in the front because the steering wheel's on the other side." And I was like, you know, like I'm not afraid. I want to see. I want to look at it. I don't know. I wasn't scared. I was like,
I literally think about that to this day. Like I feel so bad, but I'm glad you wanted to self-sacrifice yourself. But yeah, he did take us to the station. And the station was really pretty. We got there just in time and took our train, and we ended up in Osaka, and that was also one of the worst trips of my entire life, which I guess I'll probably tell about a different time or probably never because I don't want to bring that up. But yeah, it was just crazy. I don't know, it was an okay trip, not the worst ever because I definitely had way worse, but it was just not what I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, that's also like probably one of my craziest stories from study abroad, also with Kylie.
yes.
Do we want to do Stim of the Week?
Yeah, we can do some for the week.
Do you want to go first? Or should I go first?
You can go first.
Okay, so I've been doing a lot of stims this week. Been playing a lot of Roblox with Jacob and a lot of Dead by Daylight. But there's this one stim that I say all the time, and it makes you so mad, Katie. It's so funny. I don't think it's the one you think it is, but basically it goes, oh no, 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 silly. To dry it. But it exploded, and they were both found dead. She must have been out of her head. Oh my god,
I freaking hate when you do that, bro. He just be doing that the entire time I play games or like I'm on FaceTime. Like I literally that's so disgusting. That actually gets me like I actually feel like sick and scared every single time you say that. It reverts me back to being like a 4-year-old lost in the mall somewhere. Like I hate that so much. You don't even know. It's the worst of all your sims, seriously.
No, 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 silly. And we've been saying it wrong this whole time too. We've been saying behind you, but it's
even worse. And actually, that makes me want to go into my stim of the week. My vocal stim of the week has been literally behind you. After
I'm dizzy, help.
Based off, I don't know if y'all seen the TikToks. It was like maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, of the dogs that they like train to press the buttons to talk to people, but like low-key, they don't know what the fuck they're pressing. And there's this one lady with this like labradoodle, and it would just keep pressing. Like I remember it was like so exact. It was this video. She's like, "Oh, like what are you doing over here, silly?" And it was like, "Help, scared." And she's like, "What? Like you're so cute." And it was like, "Someone upstairs behind you." And she was like, you want to go play? And it was like the most cryptic,
That level.
cryptic thing I've ever seen ever. But like something about the vocal of like the button were like behind you. I literally say that all the time. And it's so funny.
Dog
Fuck.
owners just can become so ignorant because it's like, you know that one vegan teacher, MissKatie.com. And she's like, this is my dog. She never gets fed meat, and then she puts like a steak and then like plants in front of it, and it eats the steak immediately. She like grabs it, and she's like, no.
No, literally. And even like, I don't know, they just like, I really don't think the dogs really know. It's just like that Pavlov, like they know when they press like treat, they're gonna get a treat. They know when they press outside, they're gonna go outside. So it's just like they know. But like, there's so many videos of this dog. I honestly want to find them again. Like, I haven't seen her post in a while, but it's like, it'll just be like,
Before she got caught, it was behind
Right.
her upstairs.
it'll literally be like, I remember this one, it's like, stupid, you, play, treat, behind, fridge. Like, and she's like, oh, you want to play and have a treat? Like, oh my god, you're so smart. How'd you know? Like, I need to clean behind the fridge. Like, it's just the most, like, it's not real. But, anyways, I digress. Kylie, what's your sim of the week?
Honestly, this has been one of my most boring summer weeks. I think that honestly, I don't really have a sim of the week. I would say probably the closest thing I can think of is just tatoeba in Japanese. Like, for example, because I've literally just been studying Japanese this week and that's it. So, yeah,
You.
that's all I got to offer. So sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, and this is a sim of the week, but Jacob clocked me like the other day, and it was just so obnoxious. And that was like the 4th time in a row, and I'm like, Jacob, shut the hell up. But instead of saying anything, I just go, "Can you not?" It was so funny. It's probably said something like, "Shut up, whale," and I was like, "Can you not?" Tired.
Can you not?
I've never like I almost Choto silenced him for like half a second, but that was almost I just wanted to tell you guys that because it was so funny. Choto Ijiwaru.
Chotto ijiwaru. Thank you.
Renegade.
I was so obnoxious in high school. I used to do that dance like just in class, like as the teacher is teaching.
Oh, baby, I was filming TikToks to that dance in my art class while the teacher was teaching. I said, she's like, can you put that phone down? I said, Renegade. Whoop.
I got kicked out of the Dunkin' Donuts by my high school because I was filming a TikTok outside of it.
Wow. Hey, people.
Okay, hey.
Wait, can I tell one more story that was like, this has been really on my mind and it's just super quick, but I think it's a good way to end off the podcast. Not really, but I just want to say it. But I literally remember in high school there was this girl I used to sit next to in 2 of my classes, and she was like the popular girl, whatever, like the prettiest girl, the popular girl, whatever the hell. Don't care. And I remember I used to talk to her because we both kind of played volleyball, and I've just always known her in my life, and we weren't super close or anything, but we just had these classes together with like no one else. It was like the weirdest classes. It was like automotive and like computer, Word, PowerPoint, like, so it was literally just me and her and like a bunch of like really weird men, but and we would talk and stuff. And I remember one time I had to take like the bus or something home instead of like being picked up or driving myself. And I remember I asked her, I was like, hey, like, can I walk with you to the bus stop? Because like I don't even know where the bus stop is, honestly. And I was like a freshman too, so like I don't know. I was like, I don't know where the bus is. Like, can I walk with you? Because I knew she like took the bus or something. And she was like, maybe I don't want to be seen with you, honestly. And I was like, oh,
She ended
we
you.
were really chill too. Like we would talk like literally every day. Like we would like talk in class. Like we sat next to each other. It was like chill. And she was literally like she literally posted me on my birthday and everything. Like it wasn't even like she was like I guess she was embarrassed to be seen with me, but she literally would like post me on her Instagram and like Snapchat for my birthday and stuff. And, like we were like we'd talk, and she was like I don't know if I can walk with you. Like I don't want to be seen with you. And I was like. And mind you, I had no drama at the time. Like, no one hated me. It was just, like, I was, like, weird and not popular, I guess. I wasn't even that weird. I just, like, really didn't have that many friends. But that
What
was so
Riverdale?
insane. That was literally so insane. Like, that is literally what my high school was. Like, that was crazy. And
Wow, she ended you.
that's been my sim of the day, bro. Because I had not stopped thinking about that today because I just thought of it and I forgot about that. That's just so funny. Like, that's just really something. Anyways.
Wow.
On that
Well,
note, I
thank
don't want
you,
to be seen with
Kylie.
either of you, and thank you, Kylie, but I don't want to be seen with either of you, so I will not be doing this podcast ever again.
I don't want to be seen with either of you bitches, so yeah.
Um, hi, my name's Bug, and I
What the fuck?
stop fighting, guys, please. Fighting is my trigger because it reminds me of the time that I accidentally stubbed my toe, and I'm triggered, and I'm scared. When you raise your voices, it reminds me of my past life. And the 1907 San Francisco earthquake that spawned fires and killed thousands.
Oh.
Okay,
That's
no, but
not.
seriously, on that note, thank you, Kylie, for coming on, and thank you to Dakota that we will probably have to edit 70% out because it was bad quality. And to the listeners that do hear Dakota for 0.02 seconds, she will be back on. I know she's your bias. She will be back on. She's so beautiful, so pretty.
She
And
will
y'all
be
probably
back.
weren't that for the 2 seconds she was here, but she is mother. She is beautiful. She is pretty. And thank you. And see you next week.
See you next time.